Wolfgang Van Halen has always been clear about one thing. He's his own musician, not just Eddie Van Halen's son. But in a recent interview, he opened up like never before about how his father's passing in 2020 completely changed his life. During his appearance on Billy Corgan's The Magnificent Others podcast, Wolfgang reflected on those difficult years, revealing that between 2015 and 2018, he had been working on his first album, but everything came to a halt when his father got sick. It wasn't until Eddie passed away in 2020 that he truly felt the emptiness in his life, realizing he needed something to give him purpose, and that's what he's been chasing ever since. When Smashing Pumpkins shared a clip from the interview on Instagram, one of Van Halen's most iconic frontmen, Sammy Hagar, took notice and left a heartfelt comment. "This is wonderful. Good job interviewing that talented young man, Billy." Hagar's words were a reminder that Wolfgang's talent and dedication stand on their own. During the interview, Wolfgang also shared a funny memory about his dad. He recalled how Eddie always laughed about Van Halen Best of Volume 1, joking that the band never actually made a second volume. He also reminisced about the first music he ever learned, albums like Enema of the State by Blink-182, Highway to Hell by AC/DC, and of course, Van Halen's own work. Despite his immense talent, some hardcore Van Halen fans still refuse to accept Wolfgang's decision to pursue his own career instead of dedicating himself to full tribute shows. They accuse him of trying to erase his father's legacy, something that couldn't be further from the truth. Wolfgang has never backed down from addressing these critics, often clapping back with sharp humor on social media. He admitted that while negativity online is something he's learned to ignore, what really bothers him is when people spread misinformation. If he can correct them while also having fun, he goes for it. One of his most memorable comebacks? When someone tried to imply he wasn't a real Van Halen, Wolfgang simply replied, "Van Halen is my last name, you twit." But while he enjoys shutting down ignorance, Wolfgang has also been distancing himself from social media over the years, recognizing the toll it can take. When he's not on tour, he makes an effort to stay offline more often, calling it a necessary step for his mental well-being. Still, his presence remains strong, both in the music industry and in keeping his father's legacy alive in his own way.